for the heroics. Beethoven's Heroic Symphony is one of the most challenging and profound of his output, and we are thrilled to have the chance to share it with you tonight. He had originally dedicated this symphony to Napoleon, and some thought of it as maybe a portrait of Napoleon. But in his disgust at Napoleon crowning himself emperor, he got rid of that dedication page. And the new page, the full title is Heroic Symphony to celebrate the anniversary of the death of a great man. And people have debated whether they're talking about the death of the ideal that Napoleon represented. And some people also think that perhaps this Beethoven was writing his own funeral remembrance. And, so you can interpret it different ways. One of the amazing things about this symphony is that he achieves this monumental work starting with very simple materials. And the first theme is just based on an E-flat chord, and it sounds like this in the cellos. And it's amazing how many different permutations you'll hear of this throughout he takes us on a wild journey to all many different keys. And in fact, he explores some keys that hadn't been ventured into in his time. He was really considered revolutionary. One of the ways of expressing extreme anguish or anger is dissonance. And I'll give you just one brief example. In the first movement, he would be having an A minor chord, and this would be. He adds this F to give this a real, listen to the effect when he does this. No, that doesn't wake you up. No, nothing will. The second movement that I said is a funeral march. It's very solemn. It's probably the core, the central message of this piece. The third movement is a great contrast to the scherzo dance. And the last movement, Beethoven did something very unusual. Well, I guess it's not that unusual, but he did it in an unusual way. He recycled one of his own favorite tunes. And he took a tune that was from Creatures of Prometheus, a ballet he had written, and the melody is like this. With bass, John. Isn't that charming? I see why he loved that tune. But what he decided to do was to take without the tune, and this is what you've got in the bass and cello. He takes that accompaniment and makes that melody of the fourth movement. This, again, he does lots of variations. He actually has two fugues, which is when each section enters with the subject at a different time. And one of the brilliant changes that variations he does, he takes this very jolly tune and turns it very poignant later in the oboe. It sounds like this. So you see that Beethoven was a master of taking notes and giving them all different kinds of meanings. So now I invite you to relax. Well, not relax too much, but sit back and prepare yourself for a wonderful journey with Beethoven's Heroic Symphony.